The race was still going. I was on my back looking at the sky.
Yeah.
Being like, I gotta find a more stable career path.
Banging it out, banging it out, banging it out, banging it out, banging it out.
Hey, welcome to Banging It Out. I'm your host, Elke Thoms. My guest today cut his long, shaggy hair at 13, fueled by wanting to fit in with his classmates. Now at 31, he's growing it out again. He's also an actor. You've seen him in the horror film Stupid Games. Grant Terzakis, it's awesome to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
I feel like as I was reading my intro for you, I had the urge to read it in like a local news anchor voice.
Yeah.
Like he cut his long shaggy hair at 13.
Running
fueled.
from the ball. Like, now he's on the lam again.
How much longer will this anxiety hold him captive?
The rest of my life.
So you had this long hair, which we have photographed behind us, but very longer than a Bieberish kind of mop.
I think I went full shag.
Full
shag, reckless abandon. Mm-hmm. Didn't even care.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how long I'd grown that out without cutting it. Maybe like a year or something.
Okay.
I think now I'm at like 7 months.
Wow.
I think. I don't know.
And so when you were like 13, well, I guess walk me through this because I have the concept of a 13-year-old like preteen boy is a mystery to me.
It was to me too because I had no idea who I was.
Who's cutting your hair at this point, or like did you make that decision? You were just like, I want to grow it out, or no?
I mean, I think my mom was like, "Do you want to get a haircut?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna grow out." I played football at the time, and I don't know. People always thought it was really silly or I don't know, majestic when they'd see my hair flow out the back of my helmet. Like I was like, you remember the Titans or something? I don't know, and I just didn't. Hair, just at that time, was not something that I was consciously aware of.
Totally,
like being any part of my identity.
And so you were playing football.
I was,
but you are an actor now.
I am.
Explain this to me. Were you a Troy Bolton jock and theater kid, or were you my transition? I was my transition jock to
So I only played football in 7th and 8th grade, but then I was playing soccer all my life, did track in college or high school.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to run track in college. I got the times. I could do it. And then your body catches up with you and you're like, oh, you thought
your body catches up with you at 18.
At 18. And you're like, oh, you think you can.
I think that's just called being out of shape. I know, Grant.
Right?
I'm sorry.
I was good. I think I could have made it, but your body's just like, okay, now try that without any hamstrings.
Right.
And then I remember I was laying after I snapped one. That was the second time I'd done it. In 100-meter, I was laying up. The race was still going. I was on my back looking at the sky.
Yeah.
Being like, I gotta find a more stable career path. And then,
oh my God. I love that this is something a man in his late 30s would say at his office job, but you're saying that.
I'm saying at 18
on a football
full
field.
Spandex,
just like, I think this is not for me.
And then I was like, and then around the same time, a classmate was like, hey, I'm like directing this one act play that I wrote. You should be in it. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then lo and behold, it's 12, whatever math, 11 years later. I'm living the life out in LA.
Oh my gosh. So interesting. So you had the kind of long hair, and talk to me about the decision when you did make the active decision of like, I'm going to cut it shorter.
Yeah. Like it happened in high school. So I went to a gigantic high school, and even my junior high was huge. That was 400 people per class.
Yeah.
And then high school, we jumped up to over 1,000 per class.
Okay.
And at that time, you're trying to make friends. You're meeting people that you haven't met before, that you didn't grow up with. You're like on new soccer teams and you're trying to like be cool, hang out with the cool crowd. And
you're on new soccer teams. I can relate. Absolutely.
And I just wanted to fit in more. When you enter high school, and then you're on the precipice of puberty, you're just like, you become more acutely aware of how people view you. kind of ridiculous. I think maybe someone had made a comment about it, and I was like, okay,
that's all it takes.
this one person will affect my life right
this
now.
This one guy is like, I think it's lame. You're like, done. It's gone.
Yeah, and then like you're trying to like impress girls and everything, and you look kind of like a rat. With long hair. And I cut it short. I just wanted to do the more clean cut fitting in.
So like at some point, it sounds like, was it maybe kind of cooler in middle school or like younger then? And then at some point it became like, oh no, we're actually all doing this.
I mean, that's where my hair anxiety started.
Oh, okay.
When I was like, oh my God, I should cut my hair like all the time. My mom would be like, I wouldn't go to the barbershop. My mom would be like, oh, we'll go to the salon, and be like, I was like, okay.
You're like, I'm trying to be more masculine. Your mom's like, I'll take you to the salon, honey. That's so interesting because I know for me, like, it happened in middle school, but probably because puberty is a little earlier for girls. Mm-hmm. This is an educational podcast. And for me, it was not hair related so much, but I went from being like full tomboy, like blue is my favorite color, to like, it was like I woke up one morning. I also wore glasses as a child. I woke up one morning. It was like the movies. I literally took the glasses off and I was like, wait, I can see fine.
Like Spider-Man. You're like Toby in Spider-Man.
Except I got bitten by puberty, I guess. And I was like, wait, I don't need these glasses. And I'm going to wear all pink now. Like I went
by a hormonal spider.
Yeah, literally. I was like, I got bitten by, I only like pink. And like, I just went like, I fully swung in the other direction where I didn't want anything, because I only knew two categories. It was like, you can be a tomboy or you can be super girly. And I was like, I have to now jump over here or else I will get like left behind or made fun of. And turns out you don't need to do that. But so at the same time though, I so relate to like that anxiety of like, you want to fit in. And so you're saying you think you held on to this quite a bit
until like last year.
Oh wow! Well, what perfect timing to be honest.
No, I mean, especially like when then you start acting, and then your hair might change depending on the role you have, and then you get your headshots, and you're like, well, I have to look like my headshot for the next 5 years.
Yeah,
because you don't want to be getting all these like you spend $500-600 every every trim. You want to like have a consistent look, and I mean, even through college, like people start noticing you start trying to, and then college is a whole new environment.
Grant and I went to the same college. This feels relevant. You were the belle of the ball at the theater department.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
No, it's just like you become aware of people looking at you, and you want you and the attention that you get.
Yeah.
And then I remember when I switched to like middle part. Yeah. And had like the hair loop. I don't know. Like it kind of looked like something out of, I don't know, what's that? I forget the name. Like,
that thing.
Not Treasure Planet, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know the treasure, like he's got the things,
Yes. Yeah.
And you like that attention, and you're like, oh, I gotta keep getting this attention from people.
Totally.
And then I remember like a windy day would be a death sentence because I'd be like, oh my God, my hair, it's like flying all over the place.
And I feel like we like to think that like men don't have these thoughts about hair and that sort of thing. Yeah.
I mean, like I'm even anxious about my widow's peak that's getting
gosh.
widower and widower.
I can't see it at all. Let's zoom in. Talk to me about the decision to grow it out. So it was for a role, correct?
I mean, pretty much. So I cut it real short right before I shot half of like a cop movie last summer.
Oh, okay.
And we were going to shoot the rest of it in a couple months afterwards. That kept on getting pushed. But it was super short for that role. And I was like, oh, I'll just cut it before we start shooting again, because I don't want to get like a double haircut. Haircut once and then 3 weeks later have to cut it short again,
Yeah, right.
And that kept on getting pushed and pushed and pushed. And then around the same time, I started working on this play.
Okay.
Gruesome Playground Injuries. And
which I saw. Fabulous.
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. The support means so much.
I was sitting like just so in your eye line. Oh, yeah. I really felt like we were in it together.
At least we're in the splash zone. Yeah. We had to add a couple rows of seats to fit people, and I'm spitting like all over the place.
Nothing I didn't experience in college. Okay, anyway.
So I'm just like growing it out to, to cut it right before this cop movie, and then this play comes around. I'm working on it, and the play spans two characters over 30 years of their life. So we play our character. We see him at 8 years old, 13, 18, 23, 28, 38 every 5 years. And so I have a scene when I'm playing, I'm 13 years old, and I'm like, what was I like at 13 years old? And I pulled up these grotesque pictures.
Wow.
And I was like, oh yeah, like I had long ass hair. I didn't care how messy it was or tangled.
Yeah.
And that actually, in a weird way, informed my character at that age. Kind of flying all over the place. I never, I'm never like fixing my hair in the scene. It's just like it's getting in my mouth. I'm still talking and everything, and flying all over the place. And I'm around the same time, I'm also just my own personal arc of a person starting to let go of a lot of anxieties and not really caring about people's opinions and getting people's attention and getting that like weird empty validation that we now crave as adults.
Because before that hits, you're like in this nice space of like, you're really just trying to please yourself and do whatever's fun for you.
That's what I'm doing now.
Wow.
So like it's
Grant's selfish era.
I am pleasing myself.
Grant's pleasing himself right now. You can't tell.
You can't even tell. I'm doing it so quickly. Just not caring. We put so much energy into. I'll speak for myself. I put so much energy into this stuff that I'm just like, what's it worth, man?
Yeah, totally.
And so with the long hair I'm growing now, like I kind of wish I didn't have to go back to that movie because I want to see. I'm just now reaching.
Oh my gosh,
like,
we could do
ponytail status right here. Like,
we got to get your first man bun live.
I know. I'm like a couple more
You're
months.
Close.
I think over the summer we might film the rest of it, so I might cut it then. But I'm kind of liking it. It's
totally. I love it. It's a great look on you.
Once you pass like the awkward phase, because it kind of would mushroom out.
Oh,
and it would look stupid.
Oh, I know this deeply because I did a little side shave like a year ago.
Did you?
Yeah, it's very hidden. It was like right here, but those little pieces.
Oh yeah,
if I put it up, they come out.
Yeah.
I look like a flying squirrel or something.
So I'm kind of liking it now.
It's great.
It's like curl. It's like
it's a nice
curling
look.
in the back, like
Feels
it did
very
in that photo there with my thick neck for some reason at 13.
Yeah, your neck. For people listening, Grant's neck now is a normal size, and in this photo of him when he was 13, it is just enormous. It looks like a large concrete cylinder. It's just like.
I also look way older than 13 in those pics. Like I could have sworn I'm
perhaps
like,
all the testosterone turned on at once. Just one. Just like bam. And then you grew into your neck.
I did.
Have you started to get feedback on the hair now from people, and how do you feel about that feedback?
It's been positive feedback. It's I got a couple of friends who are like, oh yeah, I like that look. It's. And I had a friend, she gave me, she's like, here's your first ponytail, or here's your first hairbands, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to lose all of these.
There's a whole world now that opens up for you in the styling world, you know, so that you never got to do before. If
I go a couple days without going outside or showering, which I sometimes do.
Sorry, what?
What? Sometimes I got a couple days off.
That's not what I was asking.
And I'm like, I don't need a shower. Now what? I get it now. When I had short hair, I could.
You're like, it's a whole new me. I don't care what I look like.
I'm not depressed, guys.
I don't care what I smell like. I'm glad we're sitting so far.
No, it's like I get it now that women are like, oh, I don't wash my hair every day. But when you have short hair, you wash it every day. It's short, it doesn't matter. But when you have long, it's like, man, it's a pain in the ass.
I'm so glad.
Much soap.
I'm so glad you asked. I actually washed my hair every single day for the first 27 years of my life. And it was just because I was like, I can't handle it. Now I have OCD. Is what that was. But no, it was like I couldn't handle it feeling even a little bit greasy.
It gets so greasy so quickly.
But then the pandemic was, the time to do the training, which they say train your hair to be less greasy. I don't actually think that's a thing. I think it's just training yourself mentally to be okay with it. At least that's what it was for me.
In the thralls of COVID, I was like, maybe I'll try apple cider vinegar instead of
Oh my God.
And so I bought it. I went to Costco, got these huge ass things of apple cider vinegar, and was pouring it on my head. And COVID was rough. I was doing a lot of weird stuff.
Pandemic was peak. Let me try, even though the hospitals are full, let me try putting this new product or chemical all over myself.
Well, they say it's so bad for your hair, the shampoos and everything. And apple cider vinegar, it's somewhat natural. And then
I've never heard this.
Walking around smelling like a pumpkin patch, not a pumpkin patch, an apple orchard.
You're in your fall girl vibe just constantly.
I know. But it's fun when it does get greasy. Now I can do like silly unicorn stuff.
Oh my
it,
gosh!
and it like
wow.
will stay.
Yeah,
like
I actually think this is. I'm really glad to hear that you're not self-conscious anymore. I feel that energy.
Thank you. Maybe I've swung too hard in the opposite direction, but
let's dial it back.
We'll find the middle ground at some point.
Are you? So you are going to have to cut it again okay.
I'm just gonna have to
right.
You're the roles kind of decide. But right before I shot that cop movie, I shot a different movie where they curled my hair.
Oh,
and so I had curly hair for the first time. It was like a.
Did they curl it like with a curling rod?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Because it was right before I cut it. It was getting long at that point. Because I was pinned for that for like a couple weeks. So I was like, I won't cut my hair because maybe it'll work. It was like a Roman period action drama thing.
Yeah.
And it looked kind of cool. Curly.
Yeah,
I
totally.
liked it. But there's no way I would spend that amount of time curling my hair.
Right.
I feel like that's the opposite direction of where I want to go with time spent on my hair.
That is the big thing. Like the number of times I get out of the shower and I'm like, I wish I had short to no hair.
Yeah.
Because that is what you're committing to. Do you feel like, okay, so like roles aside, if you could have it be whatever it was now, what would that look like for you?
I think I would love to grow it out as much as possible. And actually
what does that mean? Like
I want to go full man bun.
Okay.
But there's just no chance. I would need like another 6 months to a year.
Yeah, it does take a long time.
Like, and I'm just not good at commitment to begin with. So.
And do you think that man bun is a reflection of your newfound connection to your inner child? Is that?
Am I in therapy right now? Like, am I?
It's funny actually. When I told my therapist about this concept for this podcast, and she was like, "Oh my god, it's like a therapy podcast." And I was like, oh, well, it's actually supposed to be funny because I have no degrees. You see the problem.
My therapist does think I'm hilarious. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
My therapist, I mean, she'll do like a little chuckle now and then, but I feel like she knows I'm a comedian. So she's like, that's not what we're here for.
For me, it's like, and why do you think that's funny?
Yeah.
And I'm like, because it's funny. It's like, is it funny though? It sounds like you went through a lot.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, it's funny, right, guys? I think that's why I'm in terms of acting, more of a comedic actor. I think it's, what are we masking with the laughs?
Yeah.
The pain.
That's so funny. My therapist she'll just like, if I say something funny, she'll just be like, I think she knows if she goes, and why is that funny? I'll be like, oh, it wasn't. Do you think the punchline should be changed? We should adjust that.
Just the punchline. You're testing new material on your therapist.
I'll fix that. So sorry. We're going to play our little game called Would You Rather. Audience, if you're listening, please feel free to submit your own Would You Rather questions. Today's Would You Rather was submitted by Ingrid. Here we go. Would you rather never be able to go to a stylist again and have to cut your hair yourself, or be able to go to a stylist, but they can only cut your hair in the dark?
Ooh.
And you're choosing this for life. I want to make this clear. This is very serious.
I am so bad at arts and crafts. Like, ask me to cut something on a construction paper and it looks like a 4-year-old did it.
I like that you know this. Like, I couldn't accurately speak to my construction paper cutting skills in this moment. Like, I would need a moment to reassess my skills. And you're like, this
is a fact.
I did it this morning.
It's on my resume. I'm like, I can't do construction paper cutting. Yeah. No, I would be incapable of cutting my own hair. It would look so stupid. And I think the darkness. Yeah. I think a good hairstylist can cut your hair with her eyes closed. Yes. Or his eyes closed, obviously. Okay. And I think that'd be cool. It's like, it'd be like a little reveal. Like at the end of Extreme Home Makeover. And now the lights come up and you're like, oh, that's my hair. Great. I guess that's what we're working with.
You like the showmanship of it. Yeah. You're just like, who knows?
I like the drama of it. At
least it's like, I see that because at least the responsibility still isn't on you. Yeah. Like if they fucked up, they fucked up. Yeah. But you didn't have any part of it. Imagine how embarrassing if you mess up and you had the light, you know? So
I would go darkness.
Okay.
Yeah. And you?
I would go cut it myself. Ooh. I think here's the thing. The bangs in particular That's a very small margin of error that we have there. If we cut it a little too short, that's
have, like, the
exactly.
bangs up to here.
Right. Well,
Micro bangs.
that's a look that I've debated trying, but it's like, are they uneven micro bangs? And if I'm not allowed to do anything myself, so I think I would unfortunately have to learn, which I would hate.
Yeah.
All right. I hear you got a little question for me. I'm so excited.
Okay. Spent all night thinking of this.
Oh my God.
Would you rather hair? Medusa hair?
Ooh.
Live snakes turn to stone if you look at someone. Or Hades from Hercules hair, just flames. Flames that when you get angry or emotional, get even bigger.
Oh my God, wait, this is an amazing question.
Constant flames. Your head is constantly on fire.
Very, very theater question of you.
I can
We're enacting 101. You're
I
like,
can finally
I can do it. Was that your first one? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, the first thing that came to my mind is my boyfriend Jesse is hugely scared of snakes. That is his big fear. So I do think we would be breaking up if my hair was literal snakes. Like that is
snakes.
his, like we all have our thing. His is snakes. He does not like them.
Yeah.
So he'd be out. I'm not saying it's a no. I'm just saying I have to weigh that.
Sorry, Jesse.
And then fire sounds, we live in Los Angeles. I don't know how I'm going to be treated here.
That's true.
There's so many days out of the year where there's those fire zone warnings like, hey, don't light any matches. I mean, I wouldn't be able to hike Runyon if I had.
You get like a watch duty notification. Elke's hair's on fire again. All of Runyon Canyon is burned down because of Elke.
I'm going to go, given the two options, I'm probably going to send Jesse to therapy for the snake thing, and I'm going to go Medusa hair. Also, I just like the idea. You know what I'm thinking of?
What?
In Monsters, Inc., what's her name? With the snake hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And how, she'll, say something, and she's just like, oh, Mike, that would be so nice to go out on this date. And the snake hair is like, yay. I would love that if my snake hair could be my little Greek choir,
And then for stand-up, you could be
they could laugh when nobody else did. That'd be great.
I love that's a good answer. Yeah.
Perfect. What about you? What would your option be?
I think just for comedic effect, I would go Hades.
Okay.
Because it just would be funny. It's so funny when you're watching the cartoon and he gets angry and his eyes get big and his hair explodes and I think I do that.
Yeah. Plus, you do have a pool at your house, so it's just good to know.
True.
Worst case scenario, you can just
live in the pool
at any time.
Yeah, I'd go Hades fire hair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, we'd make quite a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Grant, thank you so much for coming on today. This was an absolute blast, and
so much for having me.
I look forward to seeing you next time with a full man bun.
Full man bun. I'm gonna do it.
Woo!